Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm DMK4. So at first, I was a little surprised to see that Sakurai had received recording equipment for the presentation. I honestly was expecting a webcam recording with semi-decent audio, but to all of our surprises, it looked great, just like the previous presentations. Since he was recording from his home, we got the pleasure to see his preferred gaming setup. Sakurai has 2 freaking TVs. He also hosts gaming sessions with his friends and colleagues. Damn, I aspire to be that cool one day. Like every Sakurai Presents video, he gives us a short history about the game from which the fighter comes from. In this case, the character was from ARMS. There's not much history about the game per se, but he did give us an idea of how the game is played and why some of the characters have spring-like arms. Let's continue with the presentation. First off, let's touch on the reveal trailer. That looks so fucking good in my opinion. The heavy stylized look was such a breath of fresh air. Compared to the previous trailers, those striking lines, the bold colors, damn, that shit was beautiful to me as an artist. It looked like a comic book that's come to life with limited animation. Also with its strong keyframing, it reminded me a lot of some Sakuga that I've seen in anime. Also, it was cool to hear that Ryo Horikawa, the voice of Captain Falcon back in the 64 era, and Vegeta from the Dragon Ball series, had recorded some lines for Captain Falcon just for the trailer. Those lines mainly consisted of slurping. Odd enough. So the trailer started off with Captain Falcon and Kirby eating ramen at, I would assume, the Nintendo Noodle House. At this point, it was obvious to ARMS fans that the fighter would be Min Min. But the cool thing they did was take the time to animate a lot of the cast fighting for that Smash envelope. Seeing Springman, Ribbon Girl, and the internet's favorite, Twin Tail, plus many more, fight for that envelope. That was unexpected to me. The trailer shows us the basic moveset of Min Min and her utilizing more than 2 default arms she normally has. The arms that she has in the trailer are the Ram Ram, the Megawatt, and of course the Dragon Arm. The coolest thing about this gameplay trailer, to me, was the reflecting smash attack. In the game ARMS, Min Min, like many others, have unique abilities associated with each character. Min Min in this case has a move both in the air and on the ground, where she can deflect opponents' punches and projectiles by kicking them. Next, we see the mechanic for Spring Stadium. The 3 platforms, 2 on each side and 1 at the center, act as a springboard, trampoline, or launch pad if you will, that launches the player straight up with a hitbox. Finally, the final smash. Yes, it's basically a rushdown attack, like Donkey Kong, Little Mac, and others. But the cool thing about it is they took the time to add a bunch of the other characters in her final smash with a barrage of arm punches. Springman, Ribbon Girl, Mechanica, Twin Tail, Master Mummy, and Ninjara are all seen in that final smash, with Min Min delivering the final blow. Now, we get back to Sakurai and his usual character presentation. He starts off giving us information about Min Min and how she was chosen to become a fighter in the game. Believe it or not, it's basically the same way Snake got into Smash. The developer wanted her in the game. It's as simple as that. It wasn't because of the Party Crash Bash or by fan demand, but I'm pretty sure that played a hand in this. But because Kosuke Yabuki, the producer of the game ARMS, had said, and quote, "I want Min Min." That's what sealed the deal. Not only that, but Sakurai also wanted an ARMS rep, not just Min Min, but he also thought of the possibility of adding Ninjara. Also, interesting enough, Mr. Yabuki had stated that every character in ARMS are protagonists. So, every character from Helix to Springman are important to the series. Yeah, even bite and bark. Sakurai continues to give us hints on how to play the character. Min Min is a good matchup against ground and heavy characters, but doesn't fare well with floaty characters. I'm pretty sure like Jigglypuff, Kirby, Peach. To keep this video a little shorter, I'm going to be blazing through the features that Min Min has, because if I don't, you might as well be watching the original presentation. So first off, let's start off with the new features that this character has over the others. Min Min can move around while using tilt attacks. Off the top of my head, I don't know any character who can do that. The A button is used for the left arm, which has the dragon arm attached. The B button is for the right arm, which has the interchangeable arms. Pressing them simultaneously will result in a 2-hit smash attack. Also, if throwing out an attack with either A or the B button, you can change the directional input after the punch has been thrown. Min Min is not great with close combat, but has close combat options such as kick by tapping the A button rather than pressing it for a long period of time. Her B button attacks are as the A buttons, but the difference is that you can change your right arm by pushing down special. The cycle of the arms changing seems to be Ram Ram, Megawatt, and finally Dragon. The Ram Ram, being the quickest arm of the three, also lacks in power, although it has a bigger area of effect than the other two. When using Nair, the Ram Ram is the quickest with the lowest knockback, I assume. I'm pretty sure this will be the choice of arm in early matches, just to rank up damage. The Megawatt, having the most power behind it, can kill at percent as low as 40. That's considering you're closer towards the edge of the stage. Also, the Megawatt does not have great range, and will be the slowest of the three. It's probably not the best choice when trying to be evasive. When using Nair, the Megawatt is the slowest, but has the biggest knockback. This might even kill, I'm guessing. The Dragon Arm is great for keeping distance from you and your opponent. If you hold down either A or B with throwing out these attacks, a beam will shoot out of the dragon's mouth. Also, if you successfully grab an opponent, your left arm will become bigger and stronger, reflected like the actual game. When using Nair, the dragon arm is quote-unquote quite standard, meaning it has decent speed and decent knockback. So, more of middle in power and speed compared to the other two. Speaking of Nair, you can Nair with the A and the B button, separately, but not simultaneously. Now, the coolest move, in my opinion, is the somersault kick. This move can reflect projectiles, if done at the correct time though. I can see people getting really good at this, and use it against projectile-based characters like Mega Man. Her tilt attacks are wheel kick for up tilt, jumping kick for her dash, slide for her down tilt, and forward tilt is an arm punch, both for A and B. Her down smash attack is a two-way kick, and her aerial attacks are mid-air somersault for up air, and dive kick for down air. The up special, or recovery moves, are arm jump, when underground or on a platform, arm hook, when mid-air. Arm jump can be launched in different angles, and it's invincible in the beginning animation. The final smash is arms rush. I already went over that. Let's move on! The Spring Stadium is the next stage in Smash Ultimate. I briefly went over this already, but let's quickly go over it again since it's a stage that everyone was expecting it would be, but not expecting it to be like this. So the stage consists of two main platforms, the main stage and the platform floating in the center. There are 3 springboards, one on each side of the main platform, and a floating platform being the 3rd one. Something that I noticed while re-watching the presentation was that the springboards are only active when highlighted in green. If they're orange, they act as regular platforms. Anyway, the arches of the stage are interactable too. They're basically just walls that a character can be knocked into and bounce off of. The stage also introduces the ARMS drones from the game. In the game ARMS, these drones flew onto stage to drop items, such as healing mist or super meter mist. I saw them as mist, I don't know what else it could be. In Smash, they basically do the same thing, but drop Smash items at random. I find it really cool they went the extra mile to introduce these drones in Smash. Now at this point, Sakurai shows us how Min Min plays. So, he starts up a match. Based on what he says throughout the entire gameplay, which is not entirely new information, Min Min is a distance fighter. Well, she'll fit right in the current world's condition right now. Now we get to the best parts about the DLC characters. The music. There will be 18 tracks in total with this character's release. 2 of the 18 will be new arrangements by Ms. Atsuko Asashi, one of the original composers from the game ARMS. Fitting, right? Well, personally, I'm excited to hear the full tracks when they release, especially those new arrangements. Also, the cool thing about the music is that it represents every character and their stage. We won't be only listening to the main theme of ARMS and just the Ramen Bowl stage theme, but we get to listen to a bunch of character themes like Dr. Coil, Helix, Lollipop, Masango, Ribbon Girl. I'm down to hear those tracks in Smash, especially when fighting. Masahiro Sakurai then ends the main announcement with the release date for Min Min being June 29th, next week Monday. So get your wallets ready for a big ass purchase, if you're going to be buying the Season Pass Volume 2. Maybe you have. I hadn't yet, but I plan to at some point before the 29th. Personally, I'm glad that ARMS is getting a representative in the game. I really enjoyed the original game when it released, and Min Min was quickly one of my favorites. She was my first choice in speculating which character would be representing ARMS in Smash. Twintail would have been my second choice. Ribbon Girl would have been my third. The next announcements were of the Mii Fighter costumes. If you're interested in that, hey, more power to you, I guess. First we have Ninjara, whom Sakurai wanted in Smash originally. Heihachi from the Tekken series, which I'm pretty sure he was already a costume in Smash 4. Well, glad they brought him back. Callie and Marie from Splatoon. And finally, the surprise one we didn't see coming at all was Volt Boy from the Fallout series. I've never played Fallout, but I'm pretty sure people are excited for him to be implemented. Besides, doesn't he look creepy? Or is it just me? Next, he goes over some helpful hints on how to capture certain spirits that a lot of people are having trouble with. I recommend watching that segment if you're interested. He also revealed a rematch option for some spirits. This tracks your score based on how you play in the spirit battle. It's a nice feature, but not entirely interesting to me. Lastly, Amiibo. The Joker Amiibo will be released this coming fall, along with the Hero Amiibo as well. Production is still going for other Amiibo DLC characters too. It's sad to hear the characters that have updated looks to them will not be made in Amiibo form based on this comment. I assume characters like Breath of the Wild Link, Young Link, Zelda, Ganondorf, Alph and the Koopalings will most likely not be made in Amiibo form. Anyway, what do you guys think of this presentation? Personally, I was very surprised that we had a full reveal trailer for the character, despite what's going on in the world right now. I'm just happy that Sakurai and his team are able to work safely from home. In all honesty, whether or not they release all the characters by the end of next year is completely okay as long as they're safe. The developers over there work really hard to give us the product that they want to present, and even with the virus going on right now and otherworldly events, they're still able to give us an amazing character with such an in-depth moveset that is unlike any of the other characters in Smash. We are basically at 80 characters or so, some of them being echoes, but still, that is a lot of work that Sakurai and his team had put into this game. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, it's a little late compared to everyone else's day one uploads, but hey, I have a job too. Besides, I'm doing this for fun. I actually like doing this. It's getting easier every time I do this. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, and if you're so gracious, subscribe. See you later. Mata ne.